Alright, it's day 181 for the vine outside on the balcony, which is doing terrible, by the way, and day 117 for this lone vine. So a few of these leaves are dying as I predicted. These are old. The leaf texture is very coarse, and as you can see, this is my pollination brush. The vines, this is actually the original one containing shoot apical meristem. This is the second one. These are very thin during that period of low nutrients when everything was flowering like crazy. And as you can notice, even though these leaves aren't coarse, well, these ones are, they're very small, and in a nutrient lacking time period, such as the one I had between the early days and now, there's basically just very little growth, and the leaves won't recover. They're not going to get any bigger. So some of these offshoots are not doing too well, mainly because they're not in a prime position under these clamp lamps. But yeah, you have the small leaves here that have some hope, but they're not going to get any bigger. Then I added nutrients in the form of 3 packets of Miracle-Gro, and around this phase, this section, things really took off. And as you can see from this overview, it just really tells a story in chronological order. Like, these leaves are the biggest ones. Talk a little bit more about that later, but the vines are a lot thicker here, and you can see some flowering activity. The inner nodes increased in length, so this is one of the 2 biggest leaves. It has slightly over 12 centimeters in length, and this one has a length of 13 centimeters on the left side. It's kind of asymmetrical. So these are as big as any of the leaves I ever got in the beginning, except they're much healthier. They're not coarse, not soon to be mottled yellow or anything like that, because they have plenty of nutrients from the Miracle-Gro. And as you can see, the stems here got thick, but it's really downstream, the new stuff, where the stems are really thick. Like this one is the original one with a shoot apical meristem. This second one actually is the thickest now. That's really thick. It's hard to see zoomed out that far, but it's basically twice as thick. So as you can see, there are some sporadic male flowers here and there. So we still have a ways off before we get female flowers, in my opinion. This is normal, healthy growth. My theory on what's happened, the history of 2014 and 13 is basically changed now. It's that these plants, were lacking in nutrients, and they're trying to flower like crazy in a last-ditch effort to reproduce. And after I added fertilizer, that changed everything, and normal growth could resume. So there's really no need for a washing out of fertilizer later.